What's up, truthers? Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. This is one badass radio show. You can check out his show on Stitcher, SoundCloud, many other outlets out there. I've been a huge fan of his show for a while now, and I am not some type of paid spokesman or anything like that. I'm just a big fan of the show, and the other day I came across one of the shows. Let me see. It's right here. Signs of Impending Judgment. This was on September 15th, 2015. And one of the callers that called into the show, I'm telling you, she's been doing her homework. She has the elite down to the Q. And I just want you to check out this, what she's saying here. And you might want to play it back because she says a lot in a short amount of time. Check it out.
Let's go to Marley in Florida. Hi, Marley. You're on Ground Zero. Go ahead.
Hi, Clyde. Thanks for taking my call, and I'm going to try and make my point as clear and as quickly as I can. But I've been paying attention to everything, and your previous callers are pretty smart, making some connections. So where I'm going with this is that I find it very interesting that Russia, well, let's start with the Navajo people rushing McCain off of their land, and not even a week later, a huge chemical dump happened, polluting their entire land and their well water. Then you look at Russia stepping in and helping ISIS, and they have massive flooding. Then you look at Japan dropping the U.S. dollar, massive flooding. Then in Japan, then you look at China devaluing the yuan and letting go of the U.S. dollar and having 4 chemical explosions. Then you look at what's going on with what I think is going on is that people are waking up, and so we're being hammered on all ends. There's a massive hidden hand involved here that's been here for thousands of years. So then you look at people waking up within the health community and 11 dead doctors in this country, and then 29 doctors poisoned in Germany within the holistic health community that are finding ways of healing without vaccines and a lot less expensive. So there's a massive pushback against them. Then we're looking at the spiritual religious attack, conscious. This is all to plant seeds consciously. So where I'm going with the mosque and the lightning bolt, if you take into consideration HAARP being fired back up just recently, and you take into consideration the weather warfare that I just pointed out, which is a great possibility, and you take into consideration that what if the military-industrial complex does have technology, satellite technology, to create, to plant in the seed of people's minds, oh, it was a lightning bolt from God, when in reality, it could have been, once again, another weather warfare at a perfect synchronistic time to make people that just Twittered you think that you're implying that God kills Muslims, or to make other people think that are angry at the extremist Muslims for doing what they're doing and killing innocent people. And I'm only talking about the extremists. Oh, well, good. God's taking care of them. It plants a seed to divide us.
Of course.
And so then,
and people think that I say things I'm not saying when I'm trying to be objective the best I can with this stuff. I mean, it's hard to, but when you have a group of individuals, a large group of individuals that send you information and say, I think something's going to go down on the 23rd, it seems that it needs to be addressed. And there are paranormal and strange things happening right now in the world that need to be, and like you said, what if this is some sort of way to create the division again? It's an amazing thought.
The seeds have been planted 2,000 years ago, and if the book of Revelation, the New Testament, was really written by the Council of Nicaea, there is the hidden hand that's been here for thousands of years again. There's the elitist families that have been infiltrated all forms and aspects of society. They planted that seed 2,000 years ago. If the Council of Nicaea really wrote the book of Revelation, they knew what they were doing a long time ago, which is why they've kept all these secret societies and all this kind of crap going on. It's because when the time comes, they want people to believe that this is actually what's going on, because they want to snuff out the rising bringing and the equalizing of the divine feminine. This is where the Islamic extremists that are actually being filtered into the European countries that are raping the women, they're not Syrian Christian refugees. They are extremist Muslims. Most of them are men. They're finding passports from people from Iraq and Pakistan. The Project from the New American Century was set up on purpose to create a blowback. This is all set up. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but George Soros apparently made Arabic pamphlets that give phone numbers and ways for these people to come into the European countries and infiltrate. They have no-go zones where the police can't even go. This is all being set up on purpose to divide us, to snuff out the obvious awakening that is going on a global scale. And if the mainstream media is owned by 6 corporations, then you don't have to really, it doesn't take a genius to figure out what's going on. So all I have to say is that, please, I'm speaking to everyone, allow yourself to envision, I know I sound frou-frou right now, but allow yourself to envision the best possible outcome, and don't feed into this. If you guys cannot see what's going on, that we're being hammered in all directions and we are waking up, then and do not feed in to the hidden hand propaganda. Do not feed into the PSYOP people. And I'm talking about all religions. Please, this is, fight the good fight within your heart and within your mind first, because that is what they are attacking via all the distractions. And look at the technology that the military has, the voice to God, the voice to skull technology. Look at what's going on. Look at the patents that the government holds to target people using microwave technology and all sorts of other crap that's going on. Mm-hmm. We can override that. We will overcome this crap as long as we don't feed into the corporate-owned mainstream media. And one last thing I want to just say is Dr. Ben Carson apparently is surging in the polls. Well, let me just say this to you guys. Do you want mandatory vaccinations? Because I certainly don't, and he's for it. So wake up, people. Wake up and stick together, and do not let this poison get into your consciousnesses and into your heart, because that's how we win the game. We don't have to go and picket. We don't have to riot. You can do this sitting at home on your couch. Take 15 minutes out of the day to envision the best possible outcome for the planet. And one last thing, symbology is used everywhere. And where I'm going with this is, if you let these corporate companies corporatize the water, like they're trying to do in Ireland right now, we are 70% water. So in their mind, using symbology and energy, them in their mind corporatizing the water, they corporatize us. Do not let it happen. And there are ways of cleaning up the water. There are ways of cleaning up the soil. There's been suppressed technology out there that needs to be released. We need to start growing hemp. We need to start supporting those good things that are already there. So stick together, people, and wake up. And I love you all. And that's all I wanted to say.
Wow. Just how powerful how powerful is that? Now, Clyde Lewis on Ground Zero Media or radio, he has these callers, these awesome callers all the time. Like, man, Marley, you got it right, girl. You hit the nail on the head. Wow. Okay. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. And until next time, keep truthing and have a good one.